This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Going to be quite a few clouds are across the area early here this evening, and then we'll turn partly cloudy later on tonight into the early morning hours tomorrow, with temperatures falling down into the 20s. It looks like we're going to see a windy weekend. Temps are slowly going to warm over the weekend, but turning much nicer next week, especially by Tuesday, I think. Breezy to windy for a good chunk of next week as well. As we look at yesterday, we tied a record low, that 9 degrees set in 2020 again yesterday. 52 is all for our high. That's about 10 degrees short of normal. We didn't make it to normal highs here again today either. And we've now tumbled 0.6 of an inch below normal for the month and year here. Easter coming up on Sunday. What are we looking at outdoors? Well, windy conditions is going to be the rule. But I think we'll see some sun and temps a little warmer tomorrow, or a little warmer than tomorrow. We'll be in the 50s tomorrow, I think into the 60s for Easter Sunday. This is the big story, though. We still continue to need drought relief here across the area. That's going to come in the form of rain if we can get it sometime. Areas here, these extreme drought conditions areas, those areas have expanded with the latest release. Not much change in what's going on here in our area. Still a lot of severe droughts for most of the Panhandle and southeastern portions of Wyoming, and that continues to be a concern until we get some appreciable moisture, and I don't see much of that coming, maybe a few spotty showers tomorrow night. 30s in the northern portions of the region, 50s in the southern portions of the area, and even some 60s down along the Front Range of Colorado. We have 30s from Lusk over to Gordon, 40s then for most of the rest of us, and a few low 50s right around that Sidney, Ogallala area. Winds are out of the northeast, 5 to 15, a little stronger around Cheyenne, and gusts there closer to 30. Otherwise, winds pretty much in check today with gusts a lot lower than what we've been seeing. Wind chills, though, enough to get into the 20s to near 30 in northern areas, 40s for most of the rest of us. Well, as we look at Futurecast tonight, this is what we expect. Just an ongoing round of clouds and a few hit-or-miss showers early. Then a clearing period of time. Otherwise, we'll see some clouds increase again towards sunrise tomorrow. Lows overnight going to be in the upper teens to low 20s. For tomorrow, then, we're going to be dealing with some clouds early in the morning, maybe a brief break, and then by afternoon we start to see a buildup of more clouds, maybe even a rumble of thunder with some of these showers tomorrow evening as they slide off to the east. Not going to be a lot of them. They're going to be few and far between and very isolated, but if you get under one, you could pick up a little bit of moisture. 40s and low 50s, mid 50s for some of us tomorrow for highs. And then again, we're going to do a little better than that on Easter Sunday. Over the next 36 hours, don't expect much in the way of precip. Maybe 100th is all for some of us. Maybe a little bit more in a couple of areas if you get under some of those isolated heavier showers. And any snowfall that we get is going to be negligible, as it's all going to fall in the form of rain here in the lower elevations. 23 tonight, partly cloudy, winds about 10 to 15. Tomorrow, it's going to be gusty, windy, especially later on in the day. 56 your high. Those winds going to be more of a nuisance wind, 20 to 30, gusts over 40 at times. We're not looking at those 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts, and that's going to be where we're heading the next 7 days. We're going to see windy conditions on Sunday again, then maybe a little less in the wind department, still breezy Monday, Tuesday. Monday we hold in the 60s, but look at Tuesday, we jump into the low 80s. Back into the 60s, and windy conditions return starting Wednesday with a frontal system coming through, but right back in the upper 70s to near 80. I think most of us will, if we have to put up with the wind, would rather do it with temperatures in the 70s and low 80s than those 30s that we had earlier this week. All in all, though, not a bad-looking 7-day forecast if you take the winds out.